The problem is we have romanticized divorce. We have told women that you are going to be happier on the other side of divorce, and it is just not the case. It's not true. Occasionally, there are women that do fare better after divorce, but overwhelmingly, women are not more likely to remarry. They are not more likely to be more financially stable. They do not do better unless they're stealing money from the men. And I think this is an important lesson. I think there's something we can learn from this, that a lot of times as women, we count favors. And I always say, whenever you have a girl that says, we both need to invest into the relationship, I just did so much for him, I would argue that is actually the biggest red flag, because you are keeping score. And keeping score does not work in relationships, because true femininity is actually selflessness. It has nothing to do with nails. It has nothing to do with fashion. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's actually submitting and serving the men in your life. And that's where a lot of these femininity coaches get it wrong. They focus on looking feminine instead of being feminine. And the problem is you have a lot of wives and mothers that might look the part, but they are not the part. And it's really a phenomenon in society, which I call the pretend wives. You know, when we think of our mothers, our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, the last generation of real feminine, submissive women, they weren't counting all the stuff they did for you. They weren't saying, I did this, you need to do that, because true love is selfless. But this is my point, is we have a lot of women that are really fake wives. They're not actual submissive women, but, you know, they wear the sundress, they have their nails done, they get the Botox, they look pretty. But in all actuality, if you look at the women 150 years ago, they were not concerned with looks, but they were 100 times more feminine than the women today.